Italian Cup, if they haven't at this point in time, they'll win the Scudetto. And the UEFA Champions League is one thing that's their cabinet for a very long time. So I think they want to capitalize on this and see how they can get the job done. Defensively, they are good, they're massive compared to Real Madrid's side. You know, that can be a caught wanting sometimes defensively. So for me, I think this is the perfect time, and Juventus will seize the opportunity. So I'm sorry to all Real Madrid fans. I think it is Juventus all the way.
Okay, interesting. And
I think I'm waiting for Juve and Atletico just because of Buffon. I mean, just win it and retire.
And it's been a long time as well. So 1995, 96.
He needs to win the Champions League.
I mean, Juve, a massive club in Italy, and the fact that they've only won the Champions League just once as well, and it's just that's a bit surprising.
Well, it's a bit surprising because they've been coming close, you know, season in, out and down. But then the problem, as I said, has been the way they recruited. Look at Juventus, even under the former coach, they like to defend. And going forward, they've never gotten it right. But this time it's been a different case entirely, where they've got players that can score goals, and also defensively, they're massive. And I think you look at the midfielders, they come back to defend when it comes to going forward. They also assist the strikers. So you look at this season, they've got a complete squad. You look at the bench. They've got players, the likes of Pagazzi and some other players, even on the bench yesterday. So it says a lot about the Juventus squad they have right now. So this is the perfect time they have to get it.
So if they don't do it this time?
If they don't do it this time, I think it is over. I don't see Juventus come next to the likes of Chiellini, who is 33 or 32, or I'm not too sure, I think above 30 at this point in time. But next season, I don't see them. I think clubs from England, you know, will try and dominate and see if they can get to the quarters and semis next season. I don't see Juventus going this far.
Okay, Juve, they've done their own job. They're in the final in Cardiff tonight. Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid will go head-to-head. Real Madrid 3-0 up from the first leg, and it will take a major miracle for Atletico Madrid to overturn that deficit. Diego Simeone still believes they can do it, but it's going to be a tall order.
Well, it's going to be a tall order for Atletico Madrid, no doubt about it. But I think, as you said, it's going to be pretty difficult to see them in the final. If that happens, I'm saying this, I'll quit talking sport, but I don't see that happening because you look at Madrid over the weekend, they won away from home 4 goals to nothing, and the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and some other key players were vested. It means they want to get the job done
First
home
11,
and
second
away.
11, and third 11.
So you look at Real Madrid all the way to the final.
All the way to the final. Good news for Atletico Madrid. On the injury front, Juan Fran and Jose Jimenez are back from injury, and they trained yesterday. So hopefully they can, help Atletico's cause to reach the final. And for Real Madrid, Gareth Bale still out, as well as Dani Carvajal. But Rafael Varane and Pepe are back in training and might play, might play some part in tonight's clash in Atletico.
I just saw the coach juggling ball and also scoring from a distance. I was like, I just want to shut down play.
I mean,
I still got it, right? Diego Simeone, just give it to him.
Let's talk about Real Madrid, though. Joseph,
they can't be dancing to the final.
You already suggested that the fact that no team has ever won the Champions League back-to-back, you don't see that changing this year. But this Real Madrid is a very good squad. Cecilia talked about first 11, second, and third 11. I mean, they've got almost the same quality on the bench as well compared to the starting 11.
I think they have 3 players that can play particular role.
So, I mean, why you can't totally rule them out? Is it because they are meeting Juve?
That's why from the front or from the back? Why are we starting from the midfield? Everywhere is filled up.
On the Monaco side,
that's your
I would have tipped Madrid to go through. They're taking on the Barcelona side. I would have said it's a 50-50 chance for both teams to make it for any other team.
So it's the opposition here,
They're taking on the Juventus side. Now, a sentiment aside, I know we all love Real Madrid. I, for one, want them to win the UEFA Champions League, so that Cristiano Ronaldo maybe can clinch another world best title in that one if he wins the Spanish Liga. But then again, the truth must be, I said, I think for me, look at Juventus, as I said, defensively at the midfield, going forward, they're strong. They've got players on the bench, the same as Real Madrid. But then again, the motivation, the vibe would be, we've not won the UEFA Champions League more than once. We want to get it done. This is the best time we have to do. So they would die on the line, according to, one athlete. They will want to die on the line and see if they can get the job done. I'm not saying Madrid will not do enough, to get the title. But looking at what has motivated that team so far to this stage, getting to the final, it'll be a tall order for Real Madrid. If Madrid wins, I think they would. Kudos to them because they've got the players, but I don't see that happening.
Okay, so it does not have that kind of motivation that Juve we have. But if you know Real Madrid, pride is always at stake. They want to do things other clubs haven't done before. I mean, they've won the Champions League more than any other club. It's only AC Milan is a bit close, but the gap is still there. Now, that is not enough motivation for them to actually go ahead and get it. Just making history and being the first club to be able to win back-to-back in Champions League?
Cristiano Ronaldo loves to win.
Yes.
Karim Benzema, Gareth Bale, these guys, they want to win. If Madrid wins the UEFA Champions League back-to-back, I think, for me, it's no news because, I mean, they paid these guys well from 2010 to this present moment. They've spent more than £950 million. So for a club like that, winning the UEFA Champions League, for me, I think they've invested a lot. So it should be no big deal at this point in time. But then again, you must give them kudos. So getting to the final, I think they've tried. I mean, getting to the final, I think this is the 10th time in a row, if I'm correct. Or the second time, I beg your pardon, Barca and Juve played the last one. I think for Madrid, they've done more than enough. But getting to the final against the Juventus side, as I said, they've considered just 3 goals this season, the UEFA Champions League, massive. Bonucci, Chiellini, they know they are above 30. This might be the last time. So that alone will be the drive for Juventus, if you understand what I mean. I'm not saying Madrid, want to put that into consideration and, play less, but they would come all out. So Juventus, that's what it takes.
Stop getting carried. Let's stop getting ahead of ourselves. I mean, Real Madrid are not even in the final yet, so they still have a match to play tonight against Atletico Madrid, and all eyes will be on Cristiano Ronaldo, who has scored 103 goals in the UEFA Champions League. That's 3 goals more than the all Atletico Madrid team, have scored in their Champions League history. So, Joseph, obviously you expect Ronaldo to get a few more goals. I mean, he likes to score against Atletico, as a matter of fact.
Well, I think Madrid will definitely find it difficult winning tonight because Atletico Madrid will come out with the belief, that anything is possible. They can get the job done, which I think it is impossible. So for me, I think, yes, Ronaldo will get goals, but then maybe 1 or 2 and see if he can, push the record far.
Okay, get more goals. I wouldn't see them scoring tonight. I just feel they would just have to maintain that. Atletico Madrid, if you know what to do, don't even let Ronaldo get close, because once he gets close, he's going to get the goal. Right now, he's more like he's a centre forward now. That's his focus. We'll go for a break now. We'll come back. We'll be talking about the English Premier League, Arsenal being national. Now, of course, looking at the papers.